Hey, it's me, WWE Hall of Famer from the LOD, Road Warrior Animal. And you do you.
Yeah, I gotta do this when? Now? I'm watching a match. What is now? Now is it? Oh, now. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, this is the Pharaoh from Monty and the Pharaoh. I just want to say thank you to our subscribers as we now have hit the 10,000 plateau. Thank you to all our subscribers out there. But I'm going to ask our subscribers to take the next step for us and become a full-fledged YouTube Monty and the Pharaoh member. Yes, that's right, folks. You can check it out. We've got 3 different levels. There's free shirts. There's free autographs. There's all sorts of perks for our members. There is nothing more we enjoy than giving you this program. And to do that, we need your support, and we appreciate your support. This is Jimmy Pharaoh, and don't forget to check out Monty and the Pharaoh every Thursday from Indie Music TV and on Cablevision here locally in New York. Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh. Later. Is that good enough for you? Can I finish this? Lesnar's killing him. I'm pissed.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh, only seen here out of Indie Music TV, out of Ronkonkoma, Long Island. At the board is our sub. The sub is at the board.
What? Is that Honest Abe?
Honest Abe is filling in for Matty Ice today. What's up, Abe?
Nothing much, man. Just hanging out.
How was your weekend?
It was good. Relaxing, man.
It's always good to see you, man, in studio. It
love
makes
being
us
here.
feel good. It makes us happy.
Thanks for having me, man.
Are those two going to become a tag
But
team?
the fans are a little angry. They want Matty Ice. Their
The fans?
people are furious right now. It's okay, Abe. Sometimes you got to earn everybody's respect. This is life.
Poor fucking Abe. What the fuck?
Anyway, we want to prayers go out to the family of Bobby Eaton. We lost Bobby Eaton yesterday. I don't know. Some tough stuff. Thoughts on Bobby Eaton there, Pharaoh?
Well, as you know, this is because the Pharaoh usually doesn't spend very much time on the internet at all. I was just basically told by you and our guest, Mustafa. So I have just found out. Horrible, absolutely horrible. I think Bobby Eaton, if on a wrestling opinion, it was very underrated, in my opinion. My God, he was one of the greatest tag teams that ever existed in this business. Bobby Eaton had a tremendous personality. I love watching him. I always enjoy the old matches. I always go back and watch the old classic matches. And some wrestlers grow over the years like a fine wine. As you watch them, you appreciate them more. You start to notice other things about them, like, wow, I didn't pick that up when I was younger. Bobby Eaton's one of them, man. This is one of the all-time greats, especially in the tag team specialists of the world. This is a big loss. This is a big loss.
Bobby Eaton falls in the category of like just the guy that was always solid. Remember,
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing I always remember the most growing up watching Bobby was the Midnight Express music when the Midnight Express used to come out.
You love a good intro, don't you?
How cool was that?
It was amazing, and he had it. I'm sorry. He had it then, I mean, it's grown with me over the years how much of an it factor he has, but he always had it. What a great in-ring wrestler, too. Just perfect. And to me, the focal point of the team always, they were, Midnight Express had more than one, incarnation. So But man, oh man, Bobby Eaton, rest in peace, brother. What a legend.
I can't wait to hear from Mustafa about Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
We also lost Jody Hamilton. He was best known as one half of the tag team, the Assassins, where he was called Assassin Number 1.
Yeah, the Assassins, man. The Assassins were definitely a great memory from back in the days of going through the Georgia and the Florida, the NWA stuff. What a great talker, by the way, too. Well, Assassins gave, particular assassin gave killer interviews, so I always enjoyed these.
Their masks were always scary.
I love their masks.
Scary
And a
masks.
mask can make you or break you sometimes, too. I mean, I've seen plenty of masked wrestlers. I watch a lot of Mexico, CMLL and AAA and stuff. And of course, most of them are wearing masks, and a lot of the time it's just blasé. But, those masks worked, and that gimmick worked, just like Mr. Wrestling 2 or Mil Mascaras or Rey Mysterio. If your mask works, it works.
Roy Batiste says Bobby Eaton and William Regal were funny as the Blue Bloods in WCW.
There you go. That's quite the combo there. You can't
And
argue with that.
I guess last, Burt Prentice, not that he's last, who was a fixture at Tennessee wrestling for decades, died after battling cancer.
I was thinking about this too, because I'm actually a little bit annoyed that I don't know more about Mr. Prentice, and I thought about how come I really don't, because I don't go on the internet all the time and read about everything, including people's underwear sizes. There's some weird people out there, folks. But I think I know why, because remember when we were growing up and yeah, what are you going to do? You remember growing up with PWI, like they would cover the NWA, of course, but in general, living on the East Coast, the major territories that we got into were Georgia, Florida, because we could actually see those. And Tennessee was one of those states that you knew that there was a lot of great shit going on there, but we didn't have much access to it. There was other areas like that too. For example, our guest tonight was championed, over in WWC in Puerto Rico. I would love to have seen that every week back in the day.
You're a big Puerto Rico
I
guy.
love that stuff. I love Puerto Rico. I've been there a few times. I just love it. But
our thoughts and prayers go to all three of the families.
Absolutely.
Thank you for what you've done for this industry, and
Absolutely.
without you, many of us fans,
big loss.
lost for words.
Big loss. Big loss.
Random thought.
Random thought. I get worried when
I
you
got
put
a little
ra-
random thought. I was thinking
What?
about this today, right?
You were thinking. That's
Should the
scary
original
already. Go on.
MTV VJs be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Wow.
Mark Goodman, Martha Quinn, Alan Hunter, J.J. Jackson, Nina Blackwood.
As a group?
As a group.
You damn Skippy. Absolutely. As a group, yes. Absolutely. What, the MTV VJs were not part of something that changed how we look at music? My God, what an impact. And J.J. Jackson alone, just on Cool Factor. In. Nina Blackwood just on I'm 14 and oh my God, she's so hot. In. Alan Hunter, just because of the fact that he was in fashion wearing the mask in the David Bowie video. In. Who else we got here? Martha Quinn. How could she not be in? She's the girl next door. Boy, by the way.
Did you knock one out to Martha Quinn?
Did I knock one out to Martha Quinn?
I know
No,
you
Nina
did for me.
Blackwood, I used to sprain my wrist. Why? How about you? Did you knock one out to Martha Quinn?
Absolutely.
How about Martha Quinn and Nina Blackwood?
Double-fisted.
What if Mark Goodman walks in and ruins the whole thing?
I'll knock one out
You're
to Mark
still
Goodman.
finishing.
I'll finish up.
Well, interesting. You like guys with curly hair, huh?
I go both ways.
All right, Mark Goodman, you're in the Hall of Fame, too.
If you pay me
You're
enough,
in
I'll do
Monty's
about
Hall of
anything.
Fame. I'm starting to feel queasy.
All right,
What else
I want to get to our guest. So I
Yeah.
want to thank the band that
Jeez.
sings the theme song for
Who's
Monty
that?
Farrell.
Hey, wait a minute.
Jimmy Farrell, along with his partner Bart Griggs, are part of the band Wisteria Hall.
No, we're not. We're part
Wis-
of the band Salmonella Sprinkler. You heard
Wisteria
Gertner.
Hall sings such great songs. In My Dreams, This Life, Not Far Behind, Here Comes the Rain. You can find Wisteria Hall on Spotify, Apple Tunes, and Reverb Nation.
Nice.
Also, go to their YouTube page.
Yeah.
Hit like and subscribe. Remember, Wisteria
Please.
Hall, one of my favorite bands.
There you go.
Man, imagine if you guys were during the MTV era. You'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but if it doesn't really get you far, go
If
on.
you didn't know it, you are watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty Nefaro. You can catch Monty Nefaro on the Monty Nefaro YouTube page, or Monty Nefaro Facebook Live page. Hear us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, or where all audio can be heard.
We're like everywhere.
See us on the Monty Nefaro Twitch TV page. And if you're lucky enough to live in New York, you can catch Monty Nefaro on channel 115 every Tuesday from 7 to 7:30.
Yes, sir.
In the condensed version, where
Yes, sir.
you will see our special guest, Mustafa.
Yes, you will.
And for
Yes,
early
you will.
risers on Saturday morning for your early morning coffee from 6 a.m. to 6:30. on channel 115 and channel 20 on Fridays for the late night vampires, 2 a.m. to 2:30.
Just a real quick question before we get to break. You know that the cable thing's wonderful, and the 80,000 or so people that have been watching us every week in Cablevision or in the New York, it's fantastic. But I got to ask you for the third time: Did we re-sign the contract yet?
Not yet.
What are you doing? What are you busy?
I've been
Are you
busy.
knocking one out to Martha Quinn? What are you doing?
Not now. I'm not. That's for
This
sure.
is ridiculous.
No, I'll get
Anyway.
around to it. I got to talk to the producers over there. There's a couple of things between us going on I'm not happy with. So anyway.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll be right back with ECW legend. Jimmy, I just got the best hookup on tickets.
Fill me in.
I went to www.seatslinks.com and ordered the best tickets with the best prices.
Call 718-676-0504. SeatsLink, the complete ticket experience.
Tell them Charles sent you. In the mood for a freshly roasted cup of coffee? www.offtherailscoffeeroasters.com. You need a body shop? You need engine repair? Auto Excellence, Collision Specialists, 631-261-6420. That's 631-261-6420. Auto Excellence. All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monty Nefaro, only seen here out of Indie Music TV. We want to welcome pro wrestling great, AEW great, Mustafa. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Man, no problem, man. Shoot, I'm glad to be here, man.
So you had a little bit of dinner. Where'd you go eat?
We went over to Applebee's, man.
Applebee's?
Yeah. I had to get a, burger and fries, man.
you had a
You know what I'm
burger
saying?
and fries?
'Cause
Go. See, it's like
I'm
the
watching
Fowler.
what I'm eating for 2 days, so I
2 days.
I had to break the diet a little bit.
What happens when you go back to your diet? What do you like? Liver
Oh,
worse
I-
than spinach or something?
No. I mean,
worse than spinach.
Well, I figured
I'm
he's
still.
eating light.
I mean, my diet is like make sure I eat a salad. That's all.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
like
So I
you
make sure
then
I eat
most-
salads, man. That's all.
most
Got
of
to
the
eat a
time.
salad. You're looking good, though, bro.
Oh,
You're
thank you,
looking
man.
strong,
Trying to-
mean, whatever.
Trying to.
Hells yeah.
So we were talking about the MTV VJs, and right, in our younger ages,
Yeah,
knocking some out. So we're talking like,
Would you?
what's your mindset as a young Mustafa against the older, more intelligent Mustafa? What are your thoughts on that whole situation?
Well, a lot of it was the younger Mustafa was, interested in pimping. Okay, you know what I'm saying? How to get tax cuts. Street value, cutting stuff short. You know what I'm saying? From weed to all kind of different kind
Tax
of
cuts.
great products.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Also wholesaling on certain things, you know what I'm saying? That's only difference. The difference now is everything with Mustafa, the way I am now,
New and improved.
is rent, indictments, RICO Act, okay, murder, double murder, thinking about murder, riding by, what's the famous place? The Ace Hardware Store, maybe someplace.
What?
Want to get a pick, shovels,
Nice.
a couple of bags, you be thinking about these things when you get a little older because it's just, that's all it is now. You know what I'm saying? Mortgage, child support.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. Wrestling is what they did where they messed up at. The new wrestling where they messed up at was they wasn't giving us avenues how to get out of our situations now. Now what they doing now is it's a simp thing. You know what I'm saying? Where they cater to women in ways where the woman is just using you. And they can't tell if the woman's using them or not. So this is that new generation. And then what did they do? They murder him after they find out it's wrong. What we used to do, we used to leave him and go to another one. That's what we used to do back in the day. But now they'll murder him, and then
I wonder what causes such aggression. What the heck?
Oh, well, PlayStation.
PlayStation?
Yeah, PlayStation. You got
Movies.
what was that? Call of Duty. We just shoot them, but they don't know. They don't know
Yeah, they don't-
the repercussions
Yeah, the
of what you
disconnect-
do
the disconnect
after
between-
that.
Yeah. Oh.
You see what I'm saying? And so they sitting up in there looking in the courtroom, and the judge look at him and say, "Life, motherfucker."
Oh my God.
Wow.
And then he'll go have a sandwich and play golf after he give you that sentencing.
Yeah.
So guess what? And they still doing it.
And then when they go in there, they probably get even more loving than they thought they got on the outside. But
Oh.
it's kind of involuntary at this point.
Man,
More loving.
man. Hey, pimping is trafficking now, human trafficking.
After all,
They don't believe a woman will ever come up to a man and give him money to have sex with another guy. They can't. They don't believe that. They have to always believe it's force now. So if you're out there doing it, be ready. They're looking for your ass for about 20 years.
Wow, it's getting deep here.
Words
man.
of
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yeah. Just trying to tell you, man. Wrestling is real.
There you go.
You wrestle with yourself every day. You get up in the morning, you might pile drive yourself. And then your legs shaking and jiggling and going on. You met old Dusty Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? Old Dusty Rhodes, man.
He's getting all freaky deaky.
Yeah, boy, Dusty
my
Rhodes,
God.
man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! This is hard because I want to make a left-hand turn here.
I'm crazy too, so
That's
it
excellent.
ain't gonna be nothing normal.
No wonder
people.
we get along so well.
Right. Ain't gonna be nothing normal today.
Mustafa, we lost New Jack recently, and knowing you were coming in, obviously it's a great time to get to speak with you about New Jack. The man. I personally was a ECW. From the last time you guys were here, I'm sure I said it then too. ECW was my favorite company. It was my favorite company back in the day.
Yeah.
I absolutely. It felt like it was my company. This was the company I rooted for, and it felt so. It was the one for me. And Jack and you were one of my favorites, and I'm still not processing his being gone. Can you give me your thoughts on where you were when you heard, and how you were feeling, and how you're feeling now, and some memories of Jack for us, please?
Believe it or not, I was at a gym, and one of the guys that worked there, he said, "Man, New Jack is gone," and so I was shocked. Shocked, and not because we all gonna go one day. I'm not saying that, but we still had a long way to go as far as projects and stuff together and things like that. And I knew the Jerome Young side. See, a lot of people see New Jack, the one where he want to stab you, but I knew Jerome Young side where, he said, when we decided to tag, he said, "Mustafa, you got to do this. You get buy these boots, and we need this. You know what I'm saying? The stuff you need for the tag team, and that was all his gimmick. That was all his gimmick. Mustafa Saeed is in for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm in to make money. And Jack, but we happened to be friends because we were doing things before we wrestling. So I got to know the Jerome Young side, and then when they seen the New Jack side, don't get me wrong, he used to get pissed off at me.
Okay.
But would it be a real tag team? Would it be a successful tag team at all if you wasn't mad at each other? And I miss him. I really miss him, man. We had a real good laughs. Man, I ain't never laughed that hard. I think I did enough laughing for 10 lifetimes with him. So forget what everybody else see. He did a lot of stuff for the money. So if he says, "Oh, talk shit about Paul Lee," and he had legit shit to say about him, but it make money, yeah. He'll go out and explain. Say something about Mustafa. Say something about D-Lo. And he
Giving
was
the
saying
audience what they want to hear. Right?
Yeah, and people go, "Man, he's mad at you." Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So next thing you know, I'm calling him on the phone, and we talking. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't call him because of that. We was talking. "Hey, Mustafa, we got a show on the East Coast, man. You need to get ready, man." And that's what he would do.
Not that you would know this, and I'm just purely out of my speculation and some things I heard. Was his heart attack brought on by use of drugs at the time doing it, or was it just that his heart had had enough from some of the stuff he was doing before? Do you know anything about that at all?
You know, I think that when it's your time, it's your time. I've been in the military, so I was standing in formation. They make 3 or 4 guys stand in front of the line. He said, you're gone. Now what you guys gonna do to watch the rest of these people's back? So the reality was, I knew that I didn't think that far into it, but it just hurt me when I sat in the room. I didn't leave the room for a good probably 24 hours. Just staying in my own room there, probably 24 hours.
In the weeks that have passed since, have you found yourself looking at your Rolodex, maybe going, maybe I'll give Jack a call, and then
yeah, I catch myself doing it. I catch myself doing that. About to text him. Mm-hmm. Things like that. I still got my mother's number, telephone number, my father's telephone number. I got Jack's number.
Right.
I got my brother's number. I got all the certain numbers. My aunt passed. You know what I'm saying? So I am not getting in all.
Do you keep record? Do you have recordings of them that you kept on your phone?
Yes, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Sometimes I just listen to them, things like that. And every message is crazy.
Is it really?
I bet.
Get your ass over here. You're supposed to get some of this food over here. You got some greens and some chicken and stuff. Come on, man. Kind of stuff like that.
Where do you feel his legacy lies? What would you say if you were to write the obituary for his career, and where would you place him? How would you describe his wrestling career?
Oh, it'd be like Clubber Lang. Pain.
Clubber Lang.
Yeah. Because with it was, he showed the reality of how wrestling could be. Mm-hmm. But he also showed that he could wrestle.
Yes.
He could wrestle.
Yes,
but he didn't. Then he chose to do the latter. Mm-hmm. And that was his prerogative.
You think it was the style of wrestling or the matches? Because you know how much your good friend pushed his body. Do you think that had something to do with his?
Well, you adjust to you can't do some of the stuff that you did 10, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And when you think back, when you look back at somebody didn't make no sense to do it. Right. No matter how much money you was making.
Did you ever try to talk to him, or back in the day, about, hey, you might want to not jump 30 feet, keep it at 20?
Well, he was like this. Hey, don't you think? I would say something. I'm telling you to slow down a little bit. Nah, I'm a drug addict too, and trying to tell him. But anyway, at that time, and then and I don't knock that. I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I'm getting off subject just a little bit. Weed is not a bad thing for people.
Agreed.
Okay, we will get back on that subject later.
Okay.
But back to, I used to tell him, he said, Mustafa, I'm good. I said, all right, I'll leave him alone. Every time I would say, Jack, you don't have to do that. You got the popularity.
You're over, man. You're over. Take it back.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You bouncing, man. You got more bounce to the ounce, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, that's how he is.
All right, with that, we'll be right back with ECW legend Mustafa.
See you in a sec. Voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
Jimmy, I gotta take a dump.
What?
No, I mean I need a dumpster.
Well, for all those needs, you need to call Big V Dumpster Rental, Long Island, New York, 631-900-DUMP. The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monty and Pharaoh, only seen here out of Indie Music TV. We are graced with the presence of ECW legend Mustafa. People are wondering where Super Crazy is. He couldn't get out of Mexico, so he could not make his way here.
Till next time, Super Crazy.
So anyway, Mustafa, I want to first say thank you, sir.
Yes.
For your military service.
Yeah, yeah.
Without
Yes.
men like yourself, this
Right.
country wouldn't be as great as it is today. So again, thank you.
I'm under alias names, people, so you don't look me up. You
Were
might
they
not
like
find me.
Private Mustafa?
Yeah.
Step
There's a lot of-
forward, please.
Could have been Black Ops. You know.
Step forward and put down that chair.
Why does it?
Right.
You're speaking of that, man. Let's dive a little deep into the pool.
All right.
Oh.
Black Lives Matter.
Oh.
What are your thoughts?
Wow. Hit it.
Until we stop killing each other,
Interesting.
I'm not gonna get in. You know that's a gimmick. You know a lot of that stuff is a gimmick.
Gimmick.
You don't care about.
Interesting.
It's like Lance Armstrong. I'm clean, man. I'm clean. I won them 7 Tour de France's.
How does it make you
2
feel?
houses later, somebody got 2 big old mansions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it really mattered, didn't it?
How does it make you feel?
About Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, about it being a gimmick in your opinion. How does that make you feel?
They
can't be happy
make your
about
money. People give the money up voluntarily, like that.
Do you find that?
and then there is some
Of course.
legitimacy.
Of course.
Maria Davis also says, "Thank you for your service, sir."
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, man. You know, but it is some legitimate stuff that's going on. Mm-hmm. And but come on now, you know it's a crooks. Mm-hmm. You got your crooks in it.
Right.
It's a crooks in everything. It's even for them children's hospitals. Okay, it's crooks in everything. So when they get caught, Matt, you can be mad at me if you want to, but when they get caught, Mustafa said that.
Yeah, don't say you didn't warn them.
Right. Some people gonna get busted, man.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
sure.
a lot of people not doing what you think.
I'm sure.
And then the privacy of what you feel you can't really say anymore because like you see what happens. A lot of people lose sponsorships and
Right.
all kind of. I don't even worry about
Right.
that, but you know a lot of people lose sponsorships. You can't have your opinion about
Right.
any of this stuff except on this show. That's why I love this show.
There you go. Thank
You know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Well, so much for freedom, though, when you think about it. So
Oh,
much for freedom
what
of
is
speech.
that?
So much for it.
What is that?
That's depressing, my friend.
Right.
What are your thoughts on COVID-19?
Wow.
Um.
Gimmick? Partially? Partially? We're back to partially.
It's that's another show again.
There you go. Okay.
You know, half and half. Half of it is legit.
Of course.
It's killing people.
Of course.
You
Of
know,
course.
people getting really sick. You know, and everything.
Evil folks manipulating some of it to make their own cash, though?
Oh, come on.
Well, there
you
you
know
go.
it is.
There- and
you
there
know
it
it
is.
is. Come on now.
Yeah, there
you know
it
what I'm saying?
is.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. You and your partner, y'all been together for a minute.
For a bit.
But you know when to tell the truth to each other and say, hey man, that's on you, bruh.
We definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's on you. That's on you. You know what I mean?
We don't hold anything from you.
You know, no,
Again, that's
Hell's
why
no.
I got to tell you, that's why it's important us like legends like yourself coming on this show.
Yeah.
Because again, in a lot of interviews, it's all about wrestling, and people love their wrestling.
Sure.
But I think it's important that legends like yourself can say their piece and give their
Absolutely.
viewpoints of what's going on in the world.
Oh man.
And see
You know,
more
I don't
about
know
the
shit,
wrestler than
but I
just
know
the
shit.
wrestling.
I know some shit. I
bet.
don't know shit, but I know some
I
shit.
don't know
You
shit,
know what
but
I'm
I
saying?
know some
Yeah,
shit.
right,
That's
right.
pretty good.
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
There you go.
Okay, it might be wrong time, but the right is right,
Right.
later on.
That's-
Isn't that a song?
Probably is. If it's not, they better
You may
make
be
it.
right, and I may be crazy, but
Right.
that's another
You
story.
see, right? You see what I'm saying?
Bro, why are pro wrestlers dying
Wow.
at such an early
Yeah,
age?
please.
Look, I understand death, and you said when your time is your
Yeah,
time.
but what's going
But it
on?
seems
In this
to be
business?
It's a
again,
spot.
70's not young.
Spotlight. If y'all got cut off from what y'all doing, what you gonna do? If you can't do this no more, say the feds ran in through here right now and say you can never run a show again. What your life will be like after that?
Wow.
Have you thought about that before? Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen.
Are you?
I hope not.
But you see what I'm saying?
Mustafa,
understand.
you're saying that for a lot of these
Spotlight.
wrestlers, after it ends, it's just depressing and it weighs on them.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm not saying
Wow.
that you're wrong with your question.
No, I'm just-
It's the spotlight. Think
Wow.
about it. You worked so you was in the dark.
Right.
You
Right.
was in the dark.
Right.
You wrestled. You learned this craft
Sure.
in a barn. I learned in a barn.
Okay.
In a wrestling
Yeah.
ring.
Okay.
Okay, with Gene Anderson.
Good
He
company.
kicked my ass all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Good
Him and-
company.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So NWA Nelson Royal.
Yeah.
You know,
Of
he
course.
didn't like nobody. I ain't like him too much, but he was good people. You see what I'm saying? Still good people. But you in a barn, man, by yourself. Then all of a sudden you in front of 15,000, 10,000 people. You on a pay-per-view and all this kind of stuff.
Traveling
And then
country to country.
Then all of a sudden, whoop,
Gone. Yeah.
and there's a lot of guys not built for producing. A lot of guys not built for. These are real pro wrestlers. This is all they know.
Right.
This is all they can do.
So how does Mustafa handle this then?
Great question.
Well, Mustafa's a special kind of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? When I seen it, what did it for me was my grandfather said you can do whatever you put your mind to, you know. So even if you get good at one thing, you can be better at another thing. So I never thought about it like that. And it does hurt now. Don't get me wrong. It does hurt when you stop for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And but that's because that's all you know. But deep down inside, I knew more than that, and I didn't let it get to me, you know, like that. You know what I'm saying?
What were the sort of things you discovered after when you did stop? You know, for
Well, what you find out is you got to help other people. You know, other people need you bad. You know, in the wrestling business, you know, I do a weightlifting club. You know, things like that. These people really need you. You know, some of the guys and girls don't have a daddy at the house, don't have a mama at the house. Some of them adopted. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you like, and they trust you.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't break that.
So you found the
Trust.
purpose. Dude, everyone has a purpose. It's whether you
Right,
find it
you
or
know what I'm
not.
saying? You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So
Absolutely.
I talk somebody. I talked him to death. I know I did. So he can say what he want over there. You know I did. But you know, I can talk. You know what I'm saying? I can walk the walk too. But I can talk because I see stuff, and you know, like when you running a business, like the way Vince is running the business, Vince is the best business mind you ever gonna see in professional wrestling.
Oh, sure. He's the prototype.
Even in business, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of the best.
Yep.
So
Yep.
these other people can shit on him all they want to.
Vince McMahon's an American hero, man.
Yeah, I
He's
love
an
him.
American
Come on, man.
hero.
I love
He
Vince
is.
McMahon.
He is.
I will always
They
love
can say what
Always
they
love
want.
him.
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna sit here and say I'm gonna kiss his ass, but I admire what he did.
You know what he's
he
done.
does because
Yeah.
look at all those guys that he employed. Look at all the guys he employed.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
He brought it to a whole
And then-
other level.
Tell
Right.
us about Bobby Eaton.
Oh, yeah.
Your thoughts on Bobby?
Well, I met Bobby at WCW, so Bobby, we wasn't no friends or nothing like that. Bobby would tell me certain things. Hey, Mustafa, you know, that was the shits. You know, a little bit, and he helped me a little
Right,
bit. Then he
right.
would just walk on. He didn't talk a whole lot, but you know, he would say something to me and then walk on. And, you know, there's always some guys back there. Stone Cold helped me.
Nice.
You know, WCW.
Nice.
A few other guys, Jody Hamilton. Jody Hamilton gave me my name.
Right.
You know, and we were talking, and he said, Jody was like, "Damn, kid, you the shit sometimes, but you're getting better."
This poor
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But see, that make me feel good. That's the kind of coaching I'm used
Okay.
to. I was brought up, get cussed out, you go back out and do what you're supposed to do. My
yeah.
dad was my basketball coach.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
not.
my God.
This isn't
That
us
had to
saying
be-
this, but Electro Lettuce out there fan says Mustafa looks like Too Cold Scorpio. Did you ever get that before?
What?
Oh, man, I think I look better than Tuco.
I think so too.
he's-
Much
You know what I'm saying? So
He's
Tuco's
bigger
all
than
right.
Too Cold. That's
You know,
for shit
Tuco can get some females, but I can get females if I really want to.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'm married though, but I can get them if I want to.
All right, back to Applebee's. Let's get some beers. Come on, Mustafa. Anyway, Mustafa, I got to ask you. As I said before, you know, I was big time. I don't
Well,
know.
is he white? He must be white because you know all black people.
I don't know.
look
With a name like Electro Lettuce, I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
no
yeah.
clue.
What is
He's got a
Electro
cartoon
Lettuce?
face there. I don't know.
Oh,
It sounds
man.
like a band from the MTV days. Here
Is he
comes
doing
Electro Lettuce.
emojis? He can't be doing emojis.
He's doing
man.
emojis.
You're a grown man.
You know, I don't know if this is true, but you got
man.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan watching right now.
Right,
He's a
right,
big
right.
fan. That's what
Yeah.
it says.
No,
Hollywood
Too
Hulk
Cold is
Hogan.
cool.
What?
Though. Too Cold Scorpio's cool though.
Yo, he's
He's
awesome.
good people. Yeah.
Mustafa, as I said
He
earlier,
was-
I'm
he
big
helped me
time-
too. So
I'm big time into WWC. I've always been fascinated with the territory, and of course you were champion there at one point back in the day. Were you
were you, coming off what happened with the great Bruiser Brody, were you worried about working down there when you got the call? Like, did you think about that sort of thing? Was there an unsafe shadow hanging over Puerto Rico, and could you trust Cologne?
Oh, you being nice. Do you what you asking me? Did I have a shank? Yeah, I did.
There we go.
There you
I
go,
didn't realize I had to say, bro. Did you bring weapons? I mean, were you worried?
I have a shank.
Okay.
I had a shank, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
How did
there
you?
was no doubt about it. I get it where some guys say, I can't believe that people would go down there and still work for Cologne and
Right.
things like that. But I had a personal vendetta to get down there
Interesting.
and the work the territory, and I went to every projects, and they real. When you're doing drugs, man, and I'm hitting the beach, I'm working out, I'm hitting the gym, I get high. This is what I do. Drink a case of beer before the wrestling match. You sweat it out by the time you get there. It's so damn hot in Puerto Rico.
Right.
So I wrestle, I go work out, go to a bar, drink up some more, get high, wake up that morning, run on the beach, then go go lift weights, get high again. That was my schedule.
I would have definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
That would have been fun.
And I worked out all the time.
Like that, yeah.
And I
would've
still
liked
do.
that. Go get some babes.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
Can you get a little bit? Let's go to the
Killer.
beach.
Can I have a
get some
shank?
beers.
Can you get me a shank?
Oh, dude, I can
Dude,
get
this
you
is
one.
awesome.
But
I
you
gotta
said you
have
had
a
you said
shank
you had a
now.
personal vendetta. Like, what was the
Yeah,
vendetta?
Well, the personal vendetta was to go down there and succeed. Succeed
okay.
and do the things. I was
Kind of
TV
on your own type of thing. Like,
TV
I can
champion.
do this on my own.
Right.
That's
Right.
I got you.
TV champion, tag team champions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And Carlos I didn't have no problem with Carlos. Carlito was down there.
I love Carly.
His other brother. And everybody. We got along. Maybe I wrestled Jose.
Okay. Okay.
And
So you
but
did
didn't have no
wrestle
problem.
Jose.
Any personal feelings about Mr. Jose, Mr. Invader?
Man, when you overstep your boundaries and stuff, you don't stay in your lane, things happen.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I can say about that. Things happen.
Do you think the Colognes knew? I mean, you were down there.
come on, come on. Yeah, I mean,
most
we in
people won't
Puerto
even
Rico,
ask this
everybody-
question, but I'm asking it.
in Puerto Rico, I'm gonna say this.
I mean, it's almost like asking who shot
Camacho
JFK in
got
this
killed.
business, you know?
Camacho got killed down there.
Right. Right.
That tells you
Right. Something's up. Something's
that
up.
you would get killed down there.
Yeah, you get.
If you don't know somebody that knows somebody, see, I spoke Spanglish. To get into a project.
Okay.
If I didn't speak in the project, because there's real drug boys, man.
Oh, sure.
All down there.
Oh, sure.
And so you walk into a place, you get shot right away.
Yeah.
If dead in the face. They shoot you dead in the face.
Well, I
that's
think
it. But I survived because I knew somebody that knew somebody.
And I think your statement, stay in your lane, you're fine.
Stay in
Get
your
out of your
lane.
lane,
Interesting.
you might get shanked in the shower, right?
You can get it, man. You know what I'm saying? And if he even had an idea, I guarantee he wouldn't have went in that shower.
Right. Right.
With
You
that,
know
we're
what I'm
going to
saying?
take a quick commercial
Oh, yeah.
break with ECW legend Mustafa.
Be right back. That's right, folks. Canine Corral for all your dog daycare and overnight care. Call 631-549-1544. That's 631-549-1544. Jeff Quest, graphics design, custom vinyl lettering, and all your art and video needs. 516-317-8204. That's for Jeff Quest, graphic design.
Hi, it's Josh from Under the Table Hot Sauce. I'm here with my friend, the star of the show, Jimmy Farrow.
Yeah, what's up, JB?
Nah, nothing.
It's been a hot summer, and for all your barbecue needs, you can go to underthetablehotsauce.com. 13 unique flavors to choose from, created and bottled in a Long Island kitchen. Underthetablehotsauce.com. Let's go chow, JB.
Let's do it.
All the flavor, twice the burn.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, only seen here out of Indie Music TV. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. where we have the honor to have such a great all-time wrestler, ECW legend Mustafa. So, what are your plans this weekend? You working with
Well,
BSS?
I'm gonna have fun as I normally do, and then I always gotta train. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have fun and enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: some of you people, what's the day? Is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Some of you that gotta
Sure.
go. Some of you that you gotta go to court. Okay. Dot your I's and cross them T's. Okay? Because they in it together. They in it together. You think you're a lawyer and the judge, they in it together. Okay? So if you got caught red-handed, okay, accept it as a man. Don't say nothing. Don't tell about who else was in on it. Just because somebody's fucking your bitch or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing, okay? It'll be easier for you to do your time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, Mustafa, did you do time? No, I ain't do no time. I'm just telling you, shut up. That's how I made it to 57. I was in the streets too. So how you think I made it this far? Gotta keep your mouth shut.
God. Mustafa, I wanted to ask you, since the last time we've seen you, one of my all-time favorites from your awesome days of ECW, Rob Van Dam has been put in Vince's Hall of Fame. What were your thoughts when you heard about Rob Van Dam going into Vince's WWE Hall of Fame?
I mean, he deserved it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I can't knock that. RVD, cool, man. You know.
What was your relationship like with him back in the day?
Oh man, we get high every day.
I was gonna say you're
Yeah,
already
we-
like
yeah,
a lot. The stars are aligned here.
Yeah.
You know?
We get high every day, man, and he work out, I work out, go get high again, and go to the show, and kick ass. You know, and another thing too is another thing that was asked about me was when they do the top 30 guys in ECW, and they said, Mustafa, you not on that list. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who cares about that, man? You know,
Wait a
I mean,
minute, hold
it's
on,
about
though.
making money. Look at it's about making money, people.
Who's on that list? Did they put Roadkill there instead of you or something, or Danny Doring or something? What did they do?
If they want to be there, they can be there.
No,
I
no,
know
that's
those guys. Those
great.
guys, good guys.
Oh,
It's
they're
just
great.
you know what I'm saying. But it don't matter. I mean, that's what they. I'm gonna tell you, man. ECW was it's very politics. A lot of politics in it too. They never said, Jack, could you go for the heavyweight championship? They never gave me a chance at it. At least a match. Again,
Did you just refer to it as
I didn't get to whoop Tommy Dreamer's ass.
Right.
You know, I got to whoop Sandman and a few of them guys.
Interesting.
You know, I got to hold the Too Cold and a few guys. Them guys tough. Sabu.
Right.
But then the individual, they were so politics with a lot of people. You mean to tell me Too Cold never went for? Did Too Cold ever get to go for the heavyweight championship?
Too Cold's place in history with ECW is that he's the guy that Shane Douglas beat for the belt when Shane took the NWA. So no, he didn't get the belt, but he was in the match that started the whole thing when Shane threw it in the trash.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of stuff. You know, Paul Lee. You know, Paul Lee and Jim Cornette. Money management, forget it.
Yeah. Holy bounce check, Batman, huh?
You better have WWE
Well, you
behind you.
just heard it too. So
You better have
great
WWE.
wrestling-
I didn't get bounce check, but
But
you know,
you said it.
yeah,
Two of the
thankfully.
great
But I know what
wrestling
you're talking
minds
about.
that everybody's in love with, Cornette
Right.
and Paul Lee,
Right.
couldn't manage their
they
way out
couldn't
of a
manage their
paper bag.
money.
Wow.
They survive it. You see what they doing.
Sure.
Cornette had to go to WWE, but as to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I can make $1 out of 15 cents. You see what I'm saying? And keep myself going. Now, am I going to be, in the Forbes 100? You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell nobody if I was in Forbes because taxes. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Look at taxes, man. Another thing, too, I will say this. ECW could have been a lot better than it was what you enjoyed.
Okay.
It could have been a lot better, but due to the fact is that the values they didn't believe in of of the position they was set in. Mm-hmm. Can you think about it? This stuff would have never been on TV today.
No.
You couldn't put ECW on
No,
TV.
you
Right.
couldn't. No way.
Correct.
Well, it goes back to it wasn't sustainable. We were talking before the show about AEW and Orange Cassidy, right?
Yeah.
And not a sustainable gimmick. It's
What,
hot
hands in
now.
his pockets?
Right, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it's like this. If he can make it work for him,
It's working.
and
Yeah.
do it.
Then that's
You
the
know,
way it goes.
I'm not. See,
Right.
I don't not see. This is what I have learned. I trained every wrestler that asked me to train them. Mm-hmm. Some people had one arm. Some people had one leg. I wrestled them and worked with them and help them out. And they helped me too because it made me thankful more. You know what I'm saying? People there was guys that would come in that were mentally challenged.
Okay.
You know, you can tell it was a fantasy for them, but they just wanted to run the ropes and work out best they can. They
Right,
get
just
tired,
get
and
the feel. Yeah,
I let them come in.
that's cool.
You see what I'm saying? You don't know what people like. I can't judge what. I can get you in the ring, and I can have you do a gimmick where you say no, and then that'll be it. You get over.
You know what? I think I can make that work.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
However, though, if
somebody
you-
asked a dumbass question,
Yeah.
and he said, "What do you think about that?" No.
I think that could work. You know, unless you pass me a joint and then the gimmick's ruined. Yes. Oh, sorry. I had to. While I got you here, give me your favorite ECW moment of your career. Your ECW moment.
Well, ECW was the first time they actually let us when we got to jump the Public Enemy.
Oh yeah.
Now, not that it was one-sided, not that part, but
Right.
the help us get over. Mm-hmm. You know, and we took well advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they had to push us. You know, we knew what we was doing when we got in there, and that was the best moment. And the police came in, and the police was really like they was whooping our ass in there a little bit. You know, with
Really
the handcuffs
now?
and stuff. Oh yeah.
Wow, what the
Yeah, they
frick?
weren't playing because they looked at me. I seen one of them look at me, and his shoulders went back. I said, I'm in trouble.
Oh boy.
I already know he put these handcuffs
boy.
on me.
Thanks
I
a lot,
can tell.
Paulie. Thanks.
Right. But it was cool. It was cool.
What was your relationship with Bubba Ray Dudley?
Oh,
Better yet, what kind of person was he in real life?
interesting.
I'm not a big fan of his, just so you know. He just
Bubba
twists
Ray,
me the wrong way.
Me and Bubba Ray was cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I think that some guys, I'm not putting them in the category of this, but I'm just telling you, from watching the past, I'm talking about going back where it was Harley Race, all the way back to Buddy Rogers.
Sure.
Some guys don't know it's a work. Some guys don't know they shoot. They have the shoot side of them, but some guys don't know this is a work. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We here, we working to make money.
Right.
I'm not here to break your neck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not here to hurt you. We need to draw money. You know, we're not here to do that. We know what we could do to each other. You know, if we could, but come on.
So is it basically like, get over yourself kind of situation?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: some guys that get belts,
Yeah.
they really think they got the belt.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Understood.
like Brock Lesnar. Let's keep it real.
Sure.
Brock Lesnar is a real champ.
Heck
Yes.
yeah. Oh yes.
Yes.
He's a real champion. UFC.
Love him. Yes.
UFC.
How about CM?
I got beat up UFC for 2 weeks.
Here we
CM
go.
Punk? Is
Now he's
CM
gonna
Punk a
pick
real
on-
champ?
No, he's not.
No. CM Punk
you
CM Punk. I won't put CM Punk down because he got in the octagon, man. He wasn't scared.
So he wasn't.
Right.
He got in the octagon, man.
Bro, is there any respect for that
Okay,
at all?
okay. That part now.
Somebody.
He got it. We all get our ass whooped. I got my ass whooped for 2 weeks.
Really?
I went down to a Fullerton camp at training center in UFC.
Okay.
They whoop your ass.
Wow.
Okay. I whooped some ass too, but I got beat up more than I whooped
I
ass.
could see you
Sure,
whooping
sure.
some ass.
Yeah, I got beat up more than with the ankle locks and joint locks, elbow locks.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it choked out.
Yeah. So you have respect for Punk then with what he tried to
Yeah.
do. I love it.
I don't.
I know you don't.
No. Well, I agree with you too. I agree with you
Thank you.
because
Don't agree with him
because
too much.
it
Wait a
was
minute.
the hype.
He didn't.
Yeah, he's smaller.
He
than-
did,
yeah.
but the point I'm
and
talking
he kind
about
of ruins
is
his
just
wrestling career a
Did he
little
do-
bit, doesn't he?
Mustafa, do you think he ruined his wrestling image? Because I've missed him since he left. I rooted for him when he lost, and I still wanted him back after he lost in MMC.
No, to me personally, I think that it strengthened his respect
Nice.
Good point.
Nice.
Great point.
because
Elaborate.
I think he's a little disrespectful with what he's about to get into. Me personally, until that first time the guy actually was trying to tear his head off
Right.
in practice,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay. Then he was like, now we got CM Punk. Now we got the new CM Punk. We got the Punk that people really want to see. I don't know if he's gonna come back and do wrestling or not. I don't know.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But if he did, I have totally different respect for him. I respected him, but
Here's a really important question from Phil Descar. At the ECW company picnic, did you take turns tossing Spike Dudley around?
Tossing Spike Dudley around at the company picnic?
I don't know if I remember. I don't know.
It's like,
I beat up a lot of people too. I don't remember a lot of people.
Did you just stuff him in
You
the
know what I'm saying?
barbecue or something? What'd you do?
Sometimes I beat up people. I don't know.
Ah, it was really good weed. I don't remember the
you
day
know,
either.
it was. I know that I remember the time when Spike came out, and I said, either he's crazy
Yeah.
and tough,
Tough, yeah.
or you don't know what the fuck he's doing. But he's crazy and tough. That's all.
He is crazy and tough. Nice.
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah,
Spike.
yeah.
Tommy Pate out there says, this is a friend of New Jack and a friend of yours. Do you know Tommy Pate?
Tommy Pate. I heard of. Yeah.
Explain further, Tommy. Where was this an Applebee's hangout session or something? Does he got
no.
really good weed? I mean,
No,
what's that? I
he
keep going back
always
to the
hits us
weed.
up on
my God.
on food book.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? So and everything, and yeah, he good people, man. He's all right.
Your thoughts on, and we always do this all the time, so I wanted, while I got you here, we always ask the wrestlers when they're here, I'd like your version of the Mount Rushmore of ECW. Give me 4 guys from those days that you would, if you really had to think about it, these are the ones that I'm putting on the mountain because these are the ones who deserve to be on that mountain.
Man, you know how many people went through there, man?
Oh, I know. I didn't
Kev-
say the question's easy.
You going from Kevin Sullivan to
Oh, sure.
Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen definitely got to
I
be
mean,
on there.
it starts with Morocco and
You know
Snooker
what
in
I'm
the early
saying?
days.
Then they have Jimmy Snooker on there.
Yeah, and Morocco too. I mean,
Come on, man. That's as far as I need to go. Then I mean, these other guys, come on.
You know, was there any guy in your illustrious career that you actually came across that you had like crazy respect for that you kind of marked out on your own?
I didn't mark out on anybody.
Okay.
You know, I'm be honest with you. I didn't mark out on anybody. I admire people.
Okay.
You got to eat now. This ain't marking out now.
Right.
If you mark out, you starve.
Who earned your highest level of admiration in those days? You walked into the locker room and you says, "Oh, damn. Okay. Was there someone?"
Nobody. I would say. The person who took the time out to like give me talks at times was Stone Cold, and then Ron Simmons.
Wow.
Ron Simmons gave me a good talking to in WCW. You know, I do have big respect for Ron. Maybe Ron too. You know, and Steve. You know, because they took time out and to just tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? They just reinforced what Gene told me.
Right.
See, I got the reality check in wrestling school. I went to an actual wrestling school. I got, you know what I'm saying? So Gene Anderson told me, hey, bro, this is not the way he said it, but I'm just telling you like it is. He said they don't like niggas in pro wrestling like that. He said, but I'm going to teach you good enough where you're going to get on. And you ain't got to worry about all that because they're going to see green.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the street. I'm from the streets too. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a street person growing up with my parents. I had good parents. You know what I'm saying? But my uncles was all going to jail, pimping and going on and stuff like that on my dad's side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they school you, man, on how life is, man. You know what I'm saying? And then when I met Gene, he said, bro,
I'm gonna teach you how to get this money, man. It's up to you to follow up. Now I can't do nothing else for you, but I'm gonna show you how to get this money. You do it the way that you draw money. You here to draw money. Like, you have Madison Square Garden once a month. Go down to Ole Anderson, Georgia Championship Wrestling. He was selling out the Omni every week.
Right.
Okay, do the math.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not that Bruno Sammartino wasn't. Man, he was a great.
Totally.
Come on, man. Over 200 times selling out the Madison Square Garden.
At the Garden, sure.
Man, come on, dude. They're drawing money like that. But what I'm saying is, you have what you're going to have before that. You got to have workers before that. You see what I'm saying? That's what Gene taught me, how to survive, because you're not going to be the main event. Even if you are the main event at one time, you're going to get broke down eventually. You see what I'm saying? It went from where? Bruno Sammartino to who was the next champion?
Well, after Bruno, you had Superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham. See, it's over.
Ivan Koloff.
You got. You see what I'm saying?
was early
And it's
Bruno's
over
time.
after that. In Mid-Atlantic, we had Johnny Valentine.
Sure.
And, which was one of my favorites.
There you go.
Wahoo McDaniels, one of my favorites, and Ernie Ladd. You know what I'm saying?
Ernie Ladd.
Yick.
Mustafa,
Yak.
Tony Smith is asking, in Smoky Mountain, did D'Lo Brown really cut Jim Cornette's lawn? What? Is that a true
New
story?
Jack said he did. New Jack said he did. I don't know. I don't know. I was probably getting high, probably. But what I'm saying is, I didn't see that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to speak on something I
So
don't see.
this is a little, if you had a final opportunity to say something to Jack and you knew he was going to pass, but you had the opportunity to say something to him, what would you say?
I love you. I didn't get to say that. Because I told him, I said, next time we get together, and then, I would tell him I love him.
With that, we'll take a quick commercial break. You need engine repair? Auto Excellence. Collision Specialists. 631-261-6420. That's 631-261-6420. Auto Excellence. You want to star in your own success? Call QuickCast. www.quickcast.com. 866-7-CAST-NOW. That's 866-7-CAST-NOW. QuickCast.
Start your own success. Elm Logistics. For all your logistic needs, call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monty DeFaro, only seen here out of Indie Music TV. We have the honor, and what a great interview, Mustafa. Really candid. Can't ask for anything more. And again, we've had you in before. You're really a special human being, and just thank you for giving us the honor to come in and be able to speak to you. All right, we're going to hit you with something called the Pharaoh's Final Question, where Jimmy Farrow looks in his super intelligent mind and he kind of brings up some kind of thought, and it could be anything. It could be like, what kind of toilet paper you're using. But
what?
Again, we never know what Jimmy Farrow will ask. Jimmy, have at it.
All right. Well, look, the fans, Mustafa, the fans only knew New Jack, as the gimmick that they saw on television. Can you tell us who was New Jack the person? Just so the fans have an idea of who Jerome was as a person.
He was a caring person, a real dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kick it, and we was always into something. I ain't gonna, say what we was, what we was always into, but he was good people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a kind of dude that watch out for you, you know, and you didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? That was Jerome. You know what I'm saying? New Jack was a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? But that was the money side. That was the money side to get you money. You know what I'm saying? But Jerome was good. He believe it or not, he was good people. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are saying different things, you know, about me and him or whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? But we had fun, man. We had a lot of fun.
And it was a lot of fun watching you two together all those years ago. So thank you guys both so much for the memories you guys gave us. Because the Gangsters were they were just one of the fucking best, man. Thank you.
You know, like I said, it's not over. It's not over. But don't forget, people, when you say you love somebody, this real men, real dude stuff. This ain't that, you know what I'm talking about.
I love you.
You know, and the thing about it is, for you people out there, for your rent and the ones that's about to get them indictments, you better wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because they keeping it. You better keep it real out here. Okay, if you want to make it out here, you better keep it real. Tell your children the truth. Don't be. So I told my daughter she ain't got in trouble like that because I told her the truth, what Daddy used to do, and so she's scared of it. She's scared of it. You see what I'm saying? So, have fun, people. I'm telling you, man, this is it.
Words of wisdom.
Yes, sir.
You've been watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty Nefaro, seen here on Thursdays. You can catch us on the Monty Nefaro YouTube page, the Monty Nefaro Facebook Live page. Hear us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, Channel 115 in New York every Tuesday from 7 to 7:30, and on Channel 115 Saturday from 6 a.m. to 6:30. Channel 20 from 2 a.m. to 2:30.
Nice.
I got some special announcements next Thursday, August 12th, and maybe you want to weigh in on this, Mustafa. I
Okay.
don't know if you knew her. We have the First Lady of Professional Wrestling, Missy Hyatt, in studio.
Oh, she
Did you
coming
know
in?
Missy Hyatt?
Just a little bit.
A little bit?
Just, the WCW.
All right, how was she?
And then
All
seeing her
right?
walk through. She was doing what she do. You know.
You're not going to rub one out tonight.
Did you
with
find
us.
her attractive?
She's
Hell,
pretty
so
well.
much-
I did too.
Yeah, we know about you.
And on
Ay.
August 14th, Mr. USA Tony Atlas will be back in studio, friend of the show, at
Nice.
5 p.m. And
Beautiful.
Tony's got something called Boston on his mind.
Oh my God! Is this guy? Are we going to be talking about whaling?
Have you ever heard of the Boston Wrestling Channel?
I heard of it. I watched it a few times.
Okay, so tell me, what are your thoughts on that big fat whale that interviews wrestlers?
I think that
You think he's fat? I get that.
yeah.
You think he's a whale?
And you know, sometimes I feel like he exposes the wrong things out of those guys.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
give me some
He
examples.
exposes-
This is
So-
just
so
another
listen,
legend.
You
Just
know,
got serious in
about
here.
Tony.
Hold
You know about Tony.
Yeah.
Jack had some things to say about Tony Atlas. We everybody don't get along, but what I'm saying is, Tony, he exposed stuff on Tony that Tony he didn't really have to tell people that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it helped people. I get that. Had Matt Bourne when he was living on there, had him say some stuff, you know, and I was looking like, is that what you want, the garbage side of the
Thank
game
you.
all the time?
Thank you.
Right.
Or do you want what makes wrestling what it is? How has it survived all these years?
Sure.
Through everything. This thing done survived COVID.
That's right.
There you go.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? That people don't understand that wrestling is a teaching skill. That if you look at it the wrong way, go back and do some of the old promos. Go back and listen to some of the old promos where people got jumped, or I think me and Jack, we had a feud. Mm-hmm. Jack was hot.
That was great, by the way.
Well, you know,
That
it
was
was
great
hot.
feud. I love
And I was about to stick up Paulie for that money that we did that on that promo.
That was.
I was about to stick him up. We was on the side of a building. I could have knocked him in his head. But you know, it's just the fact of the matter is that go back and do some of the old promos and just see. Don't look at some of this newer stuff because these guys ain't mad enough. See what the way to do it. The way to do it with some of the guys. You know, if they did it where. Because a lot of them lose girlfriends. They can't keep a woman.
Right.
You know, they don't know how to keep it up. I don't know what the problem is. But what I'm saying is,
That's great.
it's that you should compare it to losing a girlfriend, bills coming in, you got to pay rent. God, damn, you know, how many bills I'm going to have in one time? You know, you got to compare it to that and then take it out on that guy.
So overall, though, from what I'm getting from you, is you hate that fat whale as much as I do.
I don't too much care for him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he's humiliating. He humiliates.
He's trying to
legends.
humiliate because what it is, man, if he had ever stepped into a ring, I'm just saying, if he had this job or whatever,
ring. What are you talking about?
He would show those guys more respect.
Yo, you ain't kidding.
Than that.
You ain't kidding.
And he might think he's showing respect. See, you got to understand, if you don't know, you don't know.
That's right. That's right.
Of course.
You know, that's just how it
Well,
works.
Tony's got Boston on his mind on September 17th.
Who else?
DC Drake and Damian Kane will be in at 10:30 in the morning, followed by Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh, wait a minute! I told.
Thoughts? Wow.
Oh man!
Same face Jack made when I mentioned
Mustafa,
Abdullah.
you gotta help me here.
Man, I'm gonna say this, man. Abdullah is he's just one of those individuals, man, that watched out for himself.
Okay.
He watched out for himself. Can you get that mad at him? You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
He came through a time where he opened the doors for me, so I can't not. He came through a time where
hard to argue.
not too many of us was there.
But definite legend.
Yep.
Definite legend.
Yes.
But
oh God.
and we'll say this
course.
on the show because we always speak honestly when he's here. Definite legend, but I think he could have did more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but come on, man. When you in a business where you watch out for number one, okay, and a lot of those guys are not happy to see you. You gotta understand. This is why wrestling is in the state it is now, where they're not getting the ratings that they really want anymore. Is because the fact is that everybody don't want to help each other. Like, say for instance, I got one of the guys over here, you two guys over here. We're gonna help each other make money. You might be wrestling him. We're gonna help each other to see what can we make this more hotter.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna say we making money. So and we ain't stabbing each other in the back. That's how it works. It ain't gonna work when you're like WCW, Eric Bischoff and Eric Bischoff and those guys. They good people, man, but they come on now. You know that what they seen. They wasn't thinking about the crowd.
That's right.
They weren't thinking about the people. They might think they were, but when you don't know, you don't know.
You're dropping knowledge. And right after Abdullah the Butcher, we have a special show for members, thanking the members of our YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Can I do it now?
Mr. RVD
There
will
we
be in
go.
studio 90 minutes where the fans will get to ask Mr. RVD some questions, and we, just some loyalty to fans who follow us every week and,
Right.
and comment. We just want to say, hey, thank you. And I mean, these same fans are saying, what an incredible interview.
Yes, sir.
You are a true American,
Yes,
a
sir.
true hero.
Yes, sir.
And I know wrestling and a lot of times is a work, but remember this, you've made the difference in so many people's lives, including these two gentlemen here. So we thank you again.
Well, like I was saying before, you're welcome, man. But you know what I was saying before is it's a work, but you want to make sure you real.
With that, Jimmy,
That's perfect.
final words.
You've been watching Monty and the Pharaoh, and until next time.
And before we go, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah, sure.
I love you.
I love you too. I love Mustafa too.
I love you,
Man,
Mustafa.
we
Can
love
we
you
go to
guys, man.
Applebee's and get high? Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Big fat whale. See you
Big
soon.
Later. That's correct.